Hello, welcome everybody. I am super excited to be here with all of you today. This is one of my favorite events that we do. And I know it's definitely a community favorite as well to have students who have graduated, I should say graduates of the Soul Success Unleashed program come in here and give some very powerful, very wise words of intuitive insights and wisdom with all of you today. So when you start joining, you can say hello and let me know that you're here. I'm going to make sure we're getting good on Facebook as well. As soon as we're live, let me know that you're here. And if you'd like the opportunity of a reading, then you will say your name in the comments below. So just go ahead and type your name in the comments. And what that will do, if you put your first and last name is ideal, in the comments, it'll let me know that you are open to having a reading. And then that way we can look at what information you have. Now, for those of you who are also interested in potentially joining the Soul Success Unleashed program, you will definitely see the tools in action. So all of the tools that we're using today, we're going to do individual readings for as many as we can in the time that we have. We'll be here for about an hour. And then at the end, we're going to do a clearing intention for everybody. So make sure whether you're live or on replay, I suggest this, to set your intentions now for what it is that you want to experience, because the people that are chosen, I'm just letting myself be intuitively guided, universally guided, to choose people that is going to actually serve the whole. Every time we do this, every other people whose names maybe didn't get chosen still got the messages. They got their intention answered through somebody else's reading. So just know that this is a very powerful opportunity to get your information that you're asking for. Okay. And then at the end, we will definitely do a reading as well. So say hello as you're joining. I'm just refreshing ourselves here in the group so we can see who we are going to work with first. Okay. And type your comments there so I can see your name. See, I definitely do appreciate my team because they go on multiple sites. And so we're going to be choosing from different sites as well. So hopefully, whether you're on the Facebook page, website, we're going to do our best. As long as you guys are commenting that you'd like a reading, then we'll do our best for that. Okay. So let's go ahead. And the first person we're going to be working with is Kelly. So I'm going to have Kelly actually introduce herself. Just say quick where you are, where you're from. You have to unmute yourself. I've muted everybody. So when it's your turn, you're going to unmute.
Hi, I am Kelly, and I am in Alabama.
Awesome. All right, Kelly. So the first reading that you're going to be doing is for, tell me when you're asking that. Give you a second to share your spot, and I'll say the name for you a few times, and then you can go from there. All right. First name is Alicia Escobar. Alicia Escobar. Alicia Escobar. And for everybody, we're just choosing what is in the highest and best alignment for you today. All right.
Wonderful. I see cranberry, and right away I'm getting a sense that you are passionate, you're very outgoing. I'm getting a sense, though, that you are being held back by something, with something within, something external. Something is kind of getting in your way in terms of living your best life and living that vibrant red energy that is beneath this that I'm seeing. And I'm getting also getting some peach, some warm, a little bit mixed with that, indicating to me that you're a very warm person and that things are going well. But you need to, as a next step, quiet the noise externally, quiet what is going, quiet the naysayers, the people who are saying negative things about the direction that you want to go. You know the direction you want to go in. You know, you can see it. Your path is illuminated, and there's so much there. You're wanting to step forward into living the life of your dreams, but you're being held back by other people's opinions and the paradigms that you've let set into yourself. Yeah. So as a next step, I recommend that you try to quiet all that noise.
Beautiful. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. You can just take a moment to make those energy separations. And if you're just joining the live, we're still live if you're hearing this right now. So put your name in the comments if you're open to having a reading from one of the amazing graduates from the Soul Success Unleashed program. And we're going to see who is next on the radar here. So the next person for a reading I see is Kim for Kelly. Is Kim Barrett. Kim Barrett. Kim Barrett.
Okay. I get a spring green. And to me, this indicates that you're a very healing person. You're a natural healer. You're also naturally vibrant and bright, like the sun. This is a yellow green. I'm now seeing like a peach with red. I'm getting a sense of the warmth of fall, renewal, release. Like the trees release their leaves. There are things that you are wanting to release, needing to release. You're feeling very heavy with, feeling a very heavy energy with what you've not been able to release, or with what you feel like you can't release, with what you feel like is stuck, and you're not getting a sense of all of the many ways that you have to get out of that, because you've got so much just kind of piled on top of you right now. What I'm seeing now is you breaking free of those chains, and the chains breaking up around you, and this newer, brighter, vibrant, beautiful, new, a new version of yourself bursting forth and stepping forward into who you've always wanted to be, stepping forward into your best self. And I'm asking, what can she do? What are her next steps so she can reach this beautiful new version of herself? And I hear baby steps. It's a matter of baby steps, and taking those small actions every day, as best that you can under all of the weight of what you're going through. But each small step will give you new hope. Each small step will illuminate your path. Each small step will help you, move forward and give you back your power that you feel has left you. Yeah. So I
Beautiful.
definitely recommend that. Yes, yes. Beautiful future. Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome. I love that so much. Thank you. And don't forget, everybody, set your intentions. We've still got a lot more readings to go. We've got 3 more readers to go that will be doing a couple each. So we've got some more, but set your intention, because whether you get chosen to read or not, trust that your messages will come through one of these readings. And we're going to do a really powerful reading or clearing at the end for everyone on the common themes, right? I think a lot of us can relate to the stepping into our next level. And just after these eclipses, there's been a lot of energy surfacing. So I'm sure it feels very relevant for many people, the wisdom that Kelly shared. So I'd love Kelly to just share a moment about, she's a graduate, so she's going to share just a moment about a quick bit about her experience of Soul Success Unleashed journey, for those of you that might be interested in joining us, as we are still open for enrollment until next Tuesday.
Wonderful. When Jen found me, I received a text on one of the darkest, nights of my soul, but it was actually a morning. And I received her text, and it definitely put me on a new trajectory. That was the first day of the 4-day series. I came to the 4-day series. I felt so much power. And it gave me new hope, because I was that person that had all of that stuff kind of piled on top of me. I was in, just a bad place, and needed to get some energy moving, and decided to join Jen's class. I had no idea where the money was coming from. I was unemployed. I didn't even have a car at the time. Had no idea where any of it was going to happen and come from and stuff. And it just came. I had friends who helped me. I told them, this is my therapy. And I have to say that one of the most life-changing parts of her course, besides all of it, was just even the first 2 weeks on the energy modules and everything, and just finally learning something that I had always wanted to learn, which was inner peace, and how to achieve. I could maintain my peace externally, but still had so much chaos within me. And I don't have that anymore. And I've been able to come off all kinds of medications because of it. Medications for high blood pressure, cholesterol, stomach issues. And I mean, it's affected me in every single way. I'm in a new place. I'm in a new life. And it definitely started the day I decided to join Jen's class. So I can't recommend it enough. I recommend it all the time. I tell my friends about it. It's an amazing course, and it put things crystal clear for me that I'd never been able to gain clarity on. So.
Thank you so much. I love hearing these too, because sometimes I don't know all the stories. Like, that's amazing to be able to get off of medications and to find the inner peace, and just the fact that you took that leap of faith at a time when you didn't know how it was going to work. And it makes me choked up, actually. Honestly, I'm like, I didn't know where things were. That was your dark night. So thank you for being a part of my community forever.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to have Julia is going to be our next reader. So if you want to take a moment, Julia, to get centered and grounded with your reading tools, and I'll get you up on the screen here. And I'm looking and I apologize in advance if I'm not pronouncing your names quite properly. I promise your soul energy will come forward, though. All right, the first name, first person you're going to read is Vale Borzoni. Vale Borzoni. Vale Borzoni.
Okay, so the color I'm seeing for Vale is like a brownish orange. And I'm seeing perhaps there is some concern. Maybe you're looking for alternatives in terms of healing. Some concerns with maybe health, I think, is coming through. Oh, now I'm seeing a green. So this feels to me that whatever you've been tapping into, keep doing it. You don't have to do the traditional things. You don't have to do what is expected of you or what you feel like you should be doing. Focus more on what you feel. Yes, I'm seeing like the green and the orange, they're all like mixing together. Like I'm seeing harmony. I'm seeing expansion. So what you have been doing right, what you have been doing well so far is just trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and going with your feeling, that feeling in your gut. So just trust that whatever you might be going through is just it's stuff that has been, it's not from just now. So it's be patient with yourself. That's the takeaway I want you to have, is just keep doing, go deeper. Don't be afraid to go deeper and keep trusting yourself.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So just take a moment to make your energetic separations and ending the reading. And I'm going to look forward for the next reading. And for those that we've read, let us know in the chat, how was that for you? And even if it wasn't your reading, again, so much of these messages are always going to be serving many of you. So we would love to hear how those resonate. Okay, the next reading is going to be for Kira Trotter. Kira Trotter. Kira Trotter.
Okay, so for Kira, I'm seeing some buildings. Let me see. Color I'm seeing is sort of like a beige. So with buildings, I'm thinking structure, safety, security. Maybe you're looking to build something. Maybe you're looking to build something that gives you more security, more safety. It's sort of like high rises that I'm seeing. So maybe you're looking to elevate. And it seems like what you have been doing well is taking steps. You've been trying to learn new things. I'm seeing that there's more. Like it's the message that's coming through, that there is more, whatever that might mean for you. I'm seeing almost like more light also, like everything kind of got brighter, just like going from beige to more brightness. So the future is brighter, is coming through. So message I would give you is just keep taking those steps. It seems like you are already on the right track. You're on that right path. trust your higher self to lead you, and keep going.
Beautiful. Take a moment to just find your energetic separations there. Okay, so Kim says, thank you, Kelly. That was awesome. It really rang true for me and my life, and I'm so ready to move forward with baby steps into my beautiful new future. Yay! And Vale says, Julia, let's see. Oh my gosh, thank you very much. Spot on. Been healing ancestral stuff for about a year now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So awesome job, everyone. Great. I'm going to give Julia a moment to share a little bit about her experience with Soul Success Unleashed as well.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I might get emotional. So I found Jen 2 years ago when I was going through my big awakening, dark night of the soul. And just, I realized that there was so much more to life. And I actually had choices and I had control of how my life turned out. And my business at the time was falling apart. My marriage was falling apart. And I was so emotionally overwhelmed. But I knew I had gotten one very clear message that I had gotten was to meditate more. And so I found her series. And just right off the bat with, just meditating every day, clearing my energy because I had been holding on to so much. I had no idea how much I was holding on to. I just immediately felt more connected to myself, first of all. And then from there, that just led to just having more awareness too, of like my gifts and having more self-trust. And I go back to everything I've learned, and sometimes even right now, when I signed up to do this, it's like, oh gosh, like there's a lot more that I need to go back and really like kind of dive into, because every time I've gone back, there's been something different that I've gotten, or it's just gotten a little bit like a deeper level of healing. So I'm just really thankful for this program, for Jen, but also like I got to give myself recognition too, that like I was able to take that self-trust and like sign up for it, because it was such a great thing for me and for my growth.
Awesome. I love that so much. And thank you for sharing. And that is such a huge piece, right? It's like I can give you the tools, but then you have to meet yourself halfway there. It's like you took the tools and you applied them. You took the leap of faith and you applied them. And it's something I hear over and over from a lot of students. Like, I wasn't really sure. I felt the call. I didn't know how this is going to work, but then you went in and you did it and you applied it. And it's been amazing. And I just love seeing you shine and share your gifts as well. You're amazing. What was the other thing that you said? Oh, yeah, you said a lot in there that I'm like, oh, yes, 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 cheering you on back here, because I think something about, I think Kelly mentioned this as well. It's like finding that inner peace and just knowing that you can trust yourself, right? Because when you make these decisions and you learn how to balance your energy and find your center and trust your intuition, it's like you can do anything. You feel unstoppable. You're able to go after bigger dreams than you even thought were possible. And that's really another thing that I see a lot of everybody up here doing for themselves, is going after their dreams and doing amazing for it. I love that. And then the last thing too is just going back to the tools. They are always going to meet you where you're at. So I have many students go back, do the activations again, do the program even a second time. And it's like, wow, okay, I got a whole new level of awareness, because it meets you at where your consciousness was at the first time you listen. So when you go back again, it'll meet you at the next level. So that's something very important. It's not just a 3-month program or a 1 year if you're doing the self-paced. It's something that you get to take these tools as a lifestyle forevermore, right? And that's really, really huge. All right. So next one, let's see. Kara says, thank you so much. That really resonated and was exactly what I needed to hear, Julia. So perfect. Okay, so let's go on to the next. So we're going to go with Latoya. So I'll give you a second here to just get your center while I find the readings for you. All right, so let's see here. So So go ahead and just go ahead and take your second to ground your energy, and I'll start to find your person, or I have your person actually. So when you're ready, Audrey Johnston, Audrey Johnston, Audrey Johnston.
Okay. Audrey, wherever you are, I am feeling being led to invite you to take 2 cleansing deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just returning back to your steady state of breathing. Once you're done, and the color that I'm noticing right away is the blue color. It's very soft and muted. And this is representing the fact that you are a natural born healer. This is something you've known for quite some time. Other people often comment on how calming or grounded your energy is. But what they don't realize is that you are just naturally and talented as it relates to being a healer. I'm seeing that you are specifically led to heal with your hands. And truly from the heart space, I'm also sensing the energy of Archangel Michael around you. This is something you've also known for quite some time. And so this is something that's working really well, just a beautiful, soft glow around your energy, one that's calming and grounding. It's very palpable. And as I tune in and look at what can be released and healed, I'm noticing a fiery red color. And this is representing the opinions, thoughts, and energies of others as it relates to you moving forward with your gifts, as it relates to you creating a business around your gifts. I'm hearing that some people don't understand it and they've expressed that to you, projecting their fears onto you. And so that's what this fiery red color is. It's this unnecessary energy regarding other people's opinions and thoughts and their fear-based projections. So this is something that needs to be released, and we will heal. And so I'm hearing that the next step for you is to begin to trust your inner knowing. And as you begin to trust your inner knowing, the desire to seek outward approval from these same people who are not serving you right now would begin to fade and dissipate altogether. So, again, just allowing yourself to begin to trust your inner knowing. And I'm hearing an opportunity for you to begin to play with it. You know, ask your guides what it is that you can do for the day and begin to pay attention to your dreams. I'm hearing dreams very loudly and clearly. So that would be a next step that will help you move forward and release and move away from relying on external approval. And so it is.
Beautiful, beautiful. Take a moment to just make your energy separations. That was a beautiful reading. Let us know how this resonated for you, whether this was your personal reading or not. It's always fun to pull our messages from these nuggets of wisdom that they're sharing. And we're going to get to the next reading. All right. I am ready if you are. The next reading is going to be for Jennifer Smith. Jennifer Smith. Jennifer Smith.
Oh, Jennifer, wherever you are, I'm sensing a vibrant, bright energy around you. And I giggle because the color that's coming up is orange. And it's this bright, effervescent, sparkling orange color. And it really just speaks to the optimism you have in life. And you are well aware, we are all well aware that challenges happen, challenges come and go, but you still always return to your baseline, which is inherent joy. It's not something you have to work at. And so that's the color that's coming up. And again, even I'm giggling and smiling because it's just so bubbly and effervescent and fun and uplifting and positive. And so the momentum of this energy, of this joy, is going to carry you far as long as you remain open to it and keep returning to your base time and time again. And
Beautiful.
as I tune in and look at what needs to be released, I'm noticing a dark green color. And this dark green is representing inner turmoil. And so I'm sensing that you've been going back and forth regarding a big idea, a project, or something that you've really held onto in your heart, excuse me, that you've really wanted to just take on and do, but you just have this like ping-ponging effect within your mental space, in your emotional space. And so this is, it is rooted in what will others say, what will others think, what will I do for income or money? And, these can be rooted to fear-based energy. So this is definitely something that needs to be released and that we will heal. And so a next step for you is to really anchor down into not necessarily what you want to do because you already know what that is, but asking yourself, how will this project, this dream, this goal of mine allow me or help me to serve others on a bigger scale for positive impact? I'm seeing worldwide or global impact for you, so this is definitely something you'll want to take into an account. And again, just asking yourself, centering and grounding yourself around that question, maybe even journaling about it. And so it is.
Beautiful. I love that so much. You can just take a moment to make those energy separations. Jordan says Kelly, Julia, and Latoya have made each hit on points that resonates and addresses personal circumstances in the present moment and also speak to future aspects. That's awesome. I love that so much, right? Thank you for sharing your experience because it really is like when you set your intentions, again, even if you're watching this on the replay, there's so many wisdoms and nuggets that come through everyone. And we're going to be doing a healing for everyone shortly as well. So thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'm going to let Latoya share just a quick bit about her experience of Soul Success Unleashed as well.
Yes, absolutely. So before I took Jen's Soul Success Unleashed program, I thought that I was good to go. I thought that I had done so much of the healing work, released all the blocks, and that I was ready to like fully show up. But the truth of the matter is, I was stuck. I was facing a lot of resistance or experiencing a lot of resistance around my spiritual growth and around money and abundance. I was also struggling to attract my ideal client, create consistent revenue, and really just gain momentum within my holistic healing business. But at the same time, I was also going through a very intense spiritual journey or ascension, if you will. And it was wild and exciting, but honestly, it was confusing at times because I was expanding on one side, yet feeling blocked on the other. And it finally dawned on me that I was activating all of this negativity, but at the same time, also simultaneously activating everything that I truly desired. Right? You can activate both ends of the spectrum, but because I was so focused on the negativity, I couldn't quite see what was already here for me for my highest and greatest good. And so when Soul Success Unleashed found me, everything shifted, right? I healed all the unconscious agreements, which is something that we cover in level 1. I didn't even know that I had some of those unconscious healing agreements that needed to be healed. I released a ton of fears, family patterns that were no longer serving me, and really and truly, it created a huge sense of freedom for me. And personal freedom is one of my anchors. It's near and dear to my heart. It's very important. And so to be able to expand into this personal freedom and then create the life that I know that is available to me, because we all have that right, it's our inherent birthright, just felt powerful. And so again, that was one of the most profound shifts for me. Another profound shift for me is working through my fear of channeling, right? I grew up in a Christian home, a very religious environment. And so I had many fears around embracing my intuitive gifts. And they've always been there. I realized that I was intuitive and could recall things as young as the age of 2. But it took me a while to clear and transmute and move through all of that fear-based energy. And so after completing the program's healing modules in level 1, it took all my courage, but I showed up and I did it anyway, and here I am. So I'm just here to let you know that this program supported and guided me to help me fully release those fears. And now my energy is vibrant. I wake up feeling expansive, alive, and ready to create. I no longer get stuck in the mental negative loops that we all sometimes find ourselves in. I've been attracting my ideal clients, have had many in-person events and collaborations come my way. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, it's because of the work that I've done and all of the healing that I've experienced within Soul Success Unleashed. And so I can honestly say that this program has changed my life, and it will change yours. I can't speak about it enough.
Thank you so much. It's so fun watching you just shine your light so bright. I love it. You spoke to so many powerful things, and it's true. I think sometimes, we have I think people join the program in 2 different places. Some of them are brand new. And if you're new on your journey and you've just had an awakening and it's confusing or energy overwhelm and all of that, it's going to be amazing and powerful. And I have many people that come who have been on their path for a while, right? Every time we're expanding to the next level, it's kind of like, here we grow again. And so I love that you are able to, recognize that and just say, you know what, I'm ready to double down on myself again and go deeper, because there's always going to be new levels of things that we have to work through, and doing it in community, doing it with support, doing it with the proper tools, we can move through anything. And so I just love that you are, I love hearing your journey, because I don't know all these things sometimes. And it's like, it's so amazing. I love that you're getting the podcast and getting more visible and clear and confident. It's just amazing. All of them have amazing gifts to share. So I love seeing you all shine. Let's see. Audrey says, Latoya, thank you for the reminder about taking deep breaths. You're correct with what you said. It's a reminder to stay connected with healing skills. Thank you for taking the time to highlight some insights to release on others' opinions and stay grounded. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, everyone. So we are going to Sakura. Let's go ahead and get Sakura up here, and you can take a moment to get yourself centered and grounded. And let's see who are reading that I'm feeling called. Just letting spirit guide me. Who's going to serve the whole? All right. We have, I'm ready if you are. So your first reading is going to be Carrie Miller. Carrie Miller. Carrie Miller.
All right, Carrie. All right, so I'm picking up a number of different energies here. One is a very, very intense, almost like, I'm just going to let you know what I'm seeing. It's like an intense energy is building beneath the surface, and then there's like this big explosion, almost like a volcanic explosion happening. And then what has erupted from this volcano, what I'm seeing is butterflies. So let's dissect that a little bit. So what I'm picking up is there has been some, I'm also picking up the energy of like toe tapping, like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So let's get all this together. I feel like there's been some work being done beneath the surface, and these recent eclipses that we went through caused a lot of shadow to be looked at. And that's what was going on, causing an eruption and then the butterfly to happen. The chrysalis has cracked and you are ready to take flight, basically. And all of that behind the scenes work that you've been doing is now, you're bearing fruit from it. I'm also picking up, like, I'm seeing like the image of a wheel spinning. I know that we just had a season change, but it's like a shift is occurring, but it's also like a merry-go-round that you're on, and it's almost like a playful energy to it. Like as a child, I don't know if you ever got on a merry-go-round, but when it gets really, really fast, you hold on and then you spin and you hold on for dear life. And it's like you've got a tight grip on this merry-go-round. But I believe you're being called to release your grip because it's just a cycle that you have completed. There is a hesitancy to release your grip because you understand this routine. And you don't understand that when you let go, you're going to get your footing. The ground is solid when you let go. And you're going to be able to actually be more grounded and stable in the actions that you take once you let go of old routine program behaviors. You're being called to be honest with yourself and be sure to not apologize for showing up in your truth as you're honest with yourself. You are unique and you're here for a reason. If the world was full of the same thing, there would be no need for you. So own that fact. Be brave in yourself. Be crazy, even if it appears crazy to others. You have the right to be you. There's almost like a sense of you're full, right? You're ready to. There's a birthing happening. You are pregnant with yourself. You're birthing you. That's what's happening here. The new you has arrived. Once you let go of that old routine way of being, and it's just because you're used to it, you kind of understand that it doesn't work for you anymore. You're allowed to let go. You're allowed to stand tall. The world is actually ready for you. And if any of this is not settling for you, a great next step would be some Q&A journaling so that your soul can speak to you and give you the clarity that you need based off of what I've said.
Beautiful. All right. So take a moment to make some energetic separations and we'll look for your next reading. Beautiful nuggets of wisdom. Lisa says, this is really resonating with me, especially the merry-go-round. Love it. I love how this is resonating far and wide. Okay. So we have a next reading is going to be Michelle Van Krompet. Michelle Van Krompet. Michelle Van Krompet.
Michelle, first of all, I have to tell you, you're a very old soul. Like I immediately picked that up. You've been here before many, many times. You've got a lot of skills that and gifts that the collective is ready for. You have a remembrance that you're here to bring for us all. I'm excited about that. What I'm seeing now, though, for you is like almost like an ice skating, not a rink, but like maybe a lake. That's what I'm seeing. It's like ice, but you're skating on it, and the ice is cracking. So I don't want you to get nervous with this vision, but the ice is cracking, and you're kind of getting like, well, there's all these pieces. What do I do here? Understand that every one of these floating chunks of ice is just an option for you. You have many options here in what it is that is being presented. I have a sense that maybe you have a challenge before you. You don't have to do it just one way, though. Open your heart and ask yourself without judgment, Does my life have room for more pleasure? That might seem like, what? But it's in the pleasure that you're going to find your rhythm, right? You want to have grace, you want to have flow, you want to have ease. It's in the pleasure that you're going to be able to utilize the law of attraction, because where your focus goes, energy flows. And so if you're focusing on the things that bring you pleasure, then even in the challenging moments, you're going to get grace, you're going to get ease, you're going to get flow, because you're now mastering how to flow through life effectively. I'm not saying appropriately, because what's appropriate for me might be inappropriate for somebody else, but effectively is what you want. You're investing in yourself as you do this work, and you're working towards real wealth and real prosperity in this investing. You, my friend, are blazing light. As I said at the beginning of this, you've got old soul energy. And it's time for you, if you've never heard the term before, to do some grid work. Plant your seeds. The new earth is ready for your frequency. A next step for you might sound outside of the box, but you're an outside of the box kind of girl. But try some partnerships. You don't have to do it alone. There might be some people out there saying, hey, and it might come in an extraordinary package. I don't normally talk like that, but that's how it came. So I hope that makes sense. Take from this what resonates, leave the rest.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take a moment to find, make your energy separation. Let's see. Carrie says, thank you, Sakura. Your reading is really spot on. I'm ready to give birth to the new me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jordan says, thank you, Sakura, on point. And Vale says, don't apologize for showing up in your truth. I love it. All right. So awesome. They were picking up what you were putting down. Love it. All right. So I'm going to let Sakura share just a moment about her experience. And aren't they amazing, everyone? I think I'm correct in saying none of you did readings before the program, right? Were all of you new to doing readings? No? Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's amazing. Like, they've been practicing this a little while, but it's like, I wanted to say that because people come in and sometimes, I don't know if I'm intuitive. I don't know this. I don't know that. It's like, well, which you are. We all are. And when you apply the proper tools and support and get out of our own way and learn to trust ourselves and do that deeper healing while cultivating and practicing in a safe space like we do in community, you have these gifts too, right? And it's amazing. So, yeah. Anyways, just wanted to share. All right, Sakura, share a little bit about how this has supported you.
So I have a huge smile on my face right now because Jen just proved right now that she truly is psychic, because she just picked up my entire testimony. That's literally what I was about to say. If I looked natural to you just now, understand this. I never did what I just did before taking Jen's course. When I first came around and did the 4-day series, I was like, whoa, just like all of you that are here, I was like, whoa, this is really hitting home. I'm getting some activations happening. Okay, I felt something on the elevator. Okay, I'm feeling dragons. Okay. But when it came time for this, the mini readings, and I saw the students that had just finished SSU, level 1, I had a vision and I saw myself doing it. And I was like, oh, never done that before. How? Wait a minute, Sakura, wait. Because I had a lot of religious programming. I was like, how in the world can I do that? I guess I got to sign up because this is what I'm seeing. And when I signed up, let me tell you, the doors opened. It was like I picked up the breadcrumb that Spirit gave me. And then it turned out to be a banquet. It wasn't just a breadcrumb. It was everything that I was looking for. For me, Jen's course was the food I was looking for. I was starving my whole life, and I'm now eating. There's so much that I can say. I will say this. The course does meet you where you are. There are a number of people that have had like certifications in Reiki, certifications in all kinds of other energy reading modalities. I didn't have any in any training in this. It met me where I was. Jen's course helped me remember who I am. This is who I am. Jen helped me know that. And I can't say enough, because this is what I'm meant to do. I've always been a reader. I've always been the person that can counsel naturally. I've always been the person that can kind of get to the root, but I didn't know how to do it effectively so that I didn't hurt myself by taking on too much or doing it inappropriately. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. And also I want to say this. The fact that I'm able to be on camera, I've said this before if you've seen me on here, is a testament to what Jen's course can do. I'm now looking at myself because I'm spotlighted. Before this could not happen. I will be picking apart everything, but because I have energetic mastery now, I can effectively move through life. I'm meant to share my voice, and so are you. If you're here, you're meant for this. It's time. Hope that made sense.
Awesome. Oh, I love that. I felt that in every fiber and heart of my being. Thank you so much for sharing. It's always so amazing to watch each and every one of you shine. It just makes me so happy. And, you all showed up for it too. You trusted yourself, you trusted me, and I thank you for that. And in doing so, you are now affecting change for so many people in your world, right? Within your families, our relationships change, but also with your gifts. And so each one of you, I'm just, my honor to have you here and to be with me and to share your gifts. So thank you for sharing your experience as well. We have an amazing healing we're about to do for everybody, whether you're live or replay. I'm going to catch up a couple of these. Amy says, you all did amazing. Truly gives me hope that I too can walk in your shoes. Amy, you will, sister. She's signed up and ready to go. And I'm so excited. So excited. Vale says, wow, was starving, picked up the breadcrumb and found a banquet, right? It's amazing. It's amazing. Carrie says, makes total sense. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for sharing. We have I was kind of listening as we went through, there's always themes, right? We all mirror each other. We all have different parts of it within all of the reflections that all of you hear. So thank you for being willing to be read, because within that, we all got amazing gifts. We all got amazing reflections and nuggets coming through the readers for sure. And I wanted to end this with doing a healing. And so I'm going to have each of them, I'm going to assign them a reading tool. Now, in the Soul Success Unleashed program, these are 2 tools that you get attuned to use for yourself, for your friends, for your family, for your animals, and for other people professionally, if you choose. And so I'm going to kind of assign them an aspect of kind of what I was hearing and picking up from the group that I think would benefit everybody. Okay. So if you want to receive this healing activation, then you just simply say yes in your mind. If you're able to close your eyes and just take a breath and just receive for a minute, it works very quickly. It's going to be just, a few minutes, usually within 5 minutes or so. When we all run the energies together is very potent. Okay. And so as soon as I give you your reading assignment, if you will, then just go ahead and start. And then I'll kind of talk through it and everybody just running it together. And then as you start to wrap up, I might ask you if you have any last minute feedback around what you witnessed as you ran the healing. Okay. So Latoya, I'm going to have you work with the deactivate and elevate tool. I would love for you to work on releasing the need for any kind of outside approval, judgment, and anything at that root cause that allows the projections of others to have a shrink in some way. Okay. So go ahead and start on that right now. Julia, I would love you to work with the deactivate and elevate as well. And it's going to be about trusting yourself, trusting your gifts, trusting your information, with the intention of helping them to trust that, to align towards their higher path, right? To their next steps. Okay. And then Kelly, I'm going to have you do the deactivate as well, and elevate tool. And we're going to work with clearing out distraction. Again, I was hearing other people's judgments a lot as well. So the intention is about clearing away the old, any of the distraction or the inner self-critic even, right? Or where other people's criticism can affect us, so that they can really step into their next level identity, right? What's holding them back so they can step into it. And then Sakura, I'm going to have you work with the Christ light healing. And I would love for you to just run that energy through the whole chakra system, the aura, throughout the whole field, around just shining your light bright, being who you are, just really expanding into knowing, the divine truth of greatness that we all are, right? All right. So just take a moment to receive. Let them continue to wrap that up. I don't know, Latoya, as you're wrapping up, if you have any final communications about the healing you just did.
The only thing that came through for me was to just allow yourself to be loved, right? To really feel into the frequency of love, whatever that looks like and feels like to you. Because when we're operating in a space of pure, unconditional love, miracles can happen, growth happens, change happens. So just really allow yourself to feel into the energy and the frequency of love.
I love that so much. Julia, you have to unmute though, everybody, as it's your turn.
Yeah, so what's coming through is just in terms of trust, self-trust. It's instead of asking for more and more signs and synchronicities, which I know we all do at times, it's taking your daily life and looking at your daily life as the synchronicity. There are signs everywhere. They're subtle, but you just have to trust them.
Beautiful. I love that. And then when we take those little actions, it starts to build our trust in the small things so that when we get a big thing that we have to take a leap of faith on, we are able to, right? So I love that. Just taking the small, noticing the small builds the big too. Okay, Kelly.
I felt a lot of energy in the throat chakra, a lot of energy here, and definitely received a message of taking those baby steps of clearing the energy, finding clarity so that you can find your voice within. And I felt like that there was just so much blockage here and people not really speaking their truth. But that was the message I received, was speak your truth, find your voice.
Amazing. You were all amazing. I love it. Sakura.
So the message I received as I was running it, I felt the energy trying to come in. So basically, don't resist integration. What Jen has done has expanded a lot in you. So allow what is coming in to integrate. Let it fall where it's trying to go. Don't resist integration. Allow.
Beautiful. I love it. And sometimes that can just be as simple as what does my body need right now, right? It could be sitting in the sun for 5 minutes, drinking some water, journaling about how you're feeling, whatever it is, it doesn't have to take long, but I love that as well. And just as a reminder, tune into your body. What does my body need right now in order to feel safe or to integrate, and just trust with the first idea, thought, or vision that comes to you. I love that. Okay. Awesome, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us. This was amazing. I know I always feel super uplifted and inspired, and I can tell by the comments all of you have as well. Yes, Kelly, find my voice. I love it so much. Uh, um, Julia, your message just hit home hard. Awesome. Thank you, Amy. Awesome. Awesome. Super fun. So if you are interested in joining the program, right? If anything that they've shared spoke to you, you have any questions, please feel free to hit reply on any email. I'm happy to answer any of the questions. We also have some calls. So some of the alumni graduate students, I have a few that are set up to take 15-minute calls if you're interested in joining the program, but you're not sure if it's right for you, or you want to share a little bit like where are you at on your journey, and they can share with you how the program can help you if they think it's a good fit for you, and potentially, I think, share a little bit of their journey about how it supported them in the same way, right? Because a lot of times there's those mirroring synchronicities about who we're talking with. So if you feel called to, but you have a few questions, you can sign up for that with them. You will get an email right away with the Zoom. So make sure you check the Zoom. And if you don't check your email, if you don't see it, then please email us right away and we can help you with that. And then the other thing is that we have several things still left on the calendar. We are open for enrollment until next Tuesday. All of the replays for the series are available through next Tuesday as well. So you might want to go listen to them again, or if you missed a day, there's always new nuggets of wisdom there. I'll put the information page in the chat as soon as we're done with this as well, so that you can check out if you are just kind of popping on and you haven't got a chance to listen to them. I highly recommend checking out the replays. They're in the YouTube playlist. They're pinned at the top of Facebook. They're emailed to you on a watch replay page if you have registered for the event. So check it out and join us if you feel called. I'd love to continue supporting you on your journey as well. And I think the last thing is that we have a few more bonus calls on the calendar as well. I think we still have one around manifesting abundance. We have a couple more calls on the calendar. So I will share those links for all of you in just a moment, because Facebook is not showing my comments right now. So I think a lot of you in Facebook, I will add it there momentarily. All right. So everybody have a great rest of your day. And thank you to all of the readers here for your time and your energy and showing up and sharing your gifts with all of us. You're all amazing. I know everything you shared touched home for many. So I appreciate your time and your energy as I see them expressing as well. Jordan says, thank you for an amazing session. I look forward to future encounters. Thank you, everyone. It was amazing. It was fun. So yes, you definitely supported a lot of people today. So thank you for sharing your gifts as well. All right, everybody. Bye for now.